Hey butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribe to on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members. Oh, it's right here. And the members own my website, and those of you all who have purchased from my tea and my candle company, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the recent purchases. I will be getting to those either tonight or in the morning. I have to go handle some family stuff today, but I had to get this message recorded before I get this busy day going. So I was feeling this energy of my Harry Potter people know what I'm talking about. But okay, so Snape and Lily Potter, well, before she got married, they were really cool when they were living in the Muggle world, right? He was a little weird and different, but she still accepted him for who he was. And then when they went off to Hogwarts and they got sorted into two different houses, Lily wasn't hanging with him like she used to, and she was kind of letting, James and all the other ones get to her head on, him being weird and something being wrong with him and like just all this stuff, right? So she stopped hanging with him the way that she used to. Something like that is recently going on with those of you all who I'm talking to, because I was feeling this energy really heavy. Definitely was feeling that, sorry, it was a text message, was feeling this energy really, 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 really heavy, of someone not being able to support you or communicate with you or like hang with you because of who they're connected to. It's like they have a little bit of insecurities with it, like, because they'll be made fun of or looked at crazy because you start a new path, a new direction with the Fool card at the bottom of the deck. You started something new. You started a new process. You started a new, like, expenditure, I guess you could say, right? And this new journey and thing that you have done, it's like everyone doesn't agree with it. I'm hearing the powers that be. So this is someone who, y'all were cool, but then as soon as like someone who is higher up or have some form of power over you all, they went against or don't like what you do. So then this person feels like they can't like what you do. I guess it's like the monkey see, monkey do energy. But it's like, this just reminds you why you took those steps to step away anyway in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you noticed a lot of BS. And anytime somebody can be changed because of somebody else and what they feel and think, they weren't really your friend anyway. They weren't really a supporter anyway, because all of that shouldn't have made a difference on if they liked you or not. All that should have made a difference on if they deal with you or not. But some people are too weak-minded. Like, you know how they always be like, oh, you're so brave or you're so strong to do this. A lot of that be envy, y'all, because some people really don't be having a backbone to say no to stuff. They don't be having a backbone to be like, that doesn't really suit me well. I'm going to choose a different direction, okay? Some people need so much freaking validation that they have to go with the crowd because they don't trust themselves when they just by themselves. They don't trust that they can get things done. They don't trust that they'll be able to be successful. But you, on the other hand, you've shown that you don't care. You've shown that you are willing to go against the grain if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Look at him with the Fool card. He like, I will start this dang on journey. Alligators, snakes, cobras, everything. Like, I'm not about to allow this to scare me. And thank you to everyone who's recently purchased my smoke blends too. Those are the majority of the orders that I have to fulfill. So thank you all. with the pre-rolls. But back to what I wanted to say. Look, I was taking my puff and it made me think about that. And I had a very interesting dream last night, honey. Interesting. Y'all, this vibe is just giving. Someone is upset that you chose to do something different or follow a new path because now they got to treat you different or do something different. If they ever try to come back around, it's a no. 3 of Scepters in reverse. When they try to circle back around, okay, to give all these excuses as to why they had to do whatever, changing up, 5:55 on the time, it's a no. It's a no. Ain't no exploring where the relationship can go. Ain't no exploring the friendship. Ain't no exploring where y'all went wrong. You know where y'all went wrong. Y'all went wrong when this person decided to go with the what is it? The majority, the collective, whatever the case is, and against you. You know, they showed you who they are. And we be the ones who be making a fool out of ourselves when we let people back in after they done showed us who they are. They showed you who you are, who they are. And so your energy at this time is to keep going on this path. You know, keep going on this journey. You're about to meet people who have good for you, like good intentions. You got the Sun card coming out. Not Sun card, sorry, the Chariot coming out in the reverse. So this is still that relationship because we're turning this into upright. And it's like you're going from being in unstable relationships and connections with people who it was all subjective, you know what I'm saying? But you're journeying into something in a space that's better for you. What's coming is better for you. You don't have time for the wishy-washy anymore. You don't have time for it. The Death card. You ain't got time. I got no time for fake. Just Sister Crystal with this real. Hey, okay, even though we know it wasn't really real who sang that song, but the vibe still goes. 3 out of the 4 cards are major arcana. And to get to the Death card, the Death card is symbolizing the end of something, the ego death. Okay? So some of you all may have wanted this thing to last longer. You may have wanted it to, you know, keep going, right? But a lot of that was your ego, because your ego didn't want to feel like it failed at a relationship. It failed at a connection. But you're stepping out of that and getting okay with the fact that, you know, sometimes our fairy tales look different from other people's. You know, all fairy tales don't look the same. And that's okay. That is totally okay. All fairy tales will not look the same. And your journey is your journey. And who needs to be on your journey with you authentically, you're running into those spaces, okay? You have self-love that's coming out. My nose is stuffy. I'm gonna go make me some different tea after this. Look, I have my coffee. Now I gotta have my keep it up. This self-love is giving the aspect of, even if everyone else doesn't love what you do and what you got going on, as long as you do. Okay? As long as you love what you do. As long as you love yourself. I love myself. I love myself. Okay? Like, as long as you love yourself and what you do and how you do it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. That's all that matters at the end of the day. Period. Follow your dreams. Because the reality is, it's going to come to find that the ones that, you know, went against you because of what, X, Y, and Z, they're the ones who's living in a mental prison, you know? And when we start looking at it from that angle, it's like, we see it for something a little different. Because we got to ask why in these situations. It's not, what? It's not the what, it's the why. You know, start asking more, well, why? You know, so something within trauma-informed care. Well, no, sorry, backwards. It's the why. Like, don't just ask what somebody did, right? You want to know what made it happen, right? And that's why I said the why, okay? But so one thing in trauma-informed care, right? One thing that, you know, we're taught is that when, you know, someone does something like da 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 whatever, okay? And you don't just be like, why you do that? Like, that's the why, right? That's the outside. So that's why I had to say it a little differently earlier. That's the outside versus asking what happened to you to cause you to do this. Because most things are just a response to something else. You know what I'm saying? To cause this to happen. Everything is a cause and an effect in a lot of different situations, which is why they say there's 3 sides to every story, okay? Because sometimes someone feels slighted, so then they decide to do something against somebody else, but then that other person's just like, why you just slight me? Like, because they didn't, like, it could be some weird stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I said all that to say, to come back to the middle. Your journey is your journey. And you're going to find people that you're equally yoked with. You're going to find people that you're equally yoked with, that you're not going to have to go through the motions with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not just going to always be looking at the surface of what you did, you know, but looking deeper into like, okay, well, why? Like, what has caused this? What happened to you? Hopefully I fixed it. I feel like I was just like totally tongue-tied. I feel like I totally tongue-tied that earlier. I need to get myself together. But that's this message. You know, if someone shows you who they are, you know, because they didn't have, you know, the wherewithal within themselves to stand up and follow what they felt. And, you know, for people who feel like they have to go with the crowd and they don't have a sense of self, them people are dangerous, okay? Them are, like, known to be, like, the sidekicks. You get what I'm saying? And even though they're getting treated wrong as the sidekick in a certain space, it's like they're willing to do whatever. And so we're going to watch out for that. But that's the vibe. I'll see you later. I love you all. As always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I don't know. That's the vibe. You the vibe. Let me know in the comments. You the vibe. I'm a vibe. Say I'm the vibe. Speaking from your, like, first person. I'm the vibe. Because you are the vibe at the end of the day. And as always, continue to bloom.